Shnei goyim bibitneich. There are two nations in your womb. Ayin mashakasu mizel pasuk reishis goyim amalek. Look what's brought about this. Where in the Mamer it talks about how Amalek is the head of the nations. He comes from Esav. Mashakasu al pasuk yismechu v'yiranu leumim. Look what's brought about that the nations should rejoice. B'midrash rabazeh miskah be'olamo. That one is haughty in his world, and one is haughty in his kingship. So that's gain. Goyim is read as gain. Yesh lomar Yaakov matzilus ve'esav atzilus to klipa. We can say what's this haughtiness? That Yaakov corresponds with atzilus, and Esav corresponds with atzilus of klipa. And one nation will try to overcome the other nation. Al pasuk Tzion b'mishpat tipadeh, mashakasu b'biel pasuk v'ata tetzaveh. Perek Aleph be'agab inyan schar mitzvah b'hai al maleka. Inyan geus to Esav Amalek. The concept of the haughtiness of Esav and Amalek al derachim tagbihi kanesher is like the idea of if you lift yourself up like an eagle. Of Avadia b'dibur hamaskil v'yavik ishimo. V'ayin b'medrash rabba al pasuk soma mispiyadayim titafes. And look what's brought in medrash about the pasuk that the spider grasps with her hands in the king's palace, like the concept of the nesher that goes up to get from the maki, for v'yavik ishimo, that lifts up dust until the kisi are covered. V'ayin b'torah or dibur hamaskil b'sumi b'poraya drush harishon perush kiyad al case. And look what's brought in the Mamer on Purim, where it talks about the hand upon the throne. By Amalek, Yad Ramah, the high hand. It's a concept of haughtiness as well. A hand that's exalted. And that's why it says that this is haughty in his world. Those that go out with the high hand, the exalted hand of haughtiness. I guess that's Yisrael. Bnei Yisrael yotzim b'yad Ramah. We can say Pirush miskai be'olama. What does it mean to be haughty in his world? Al derech mashakazu b'koheles min yud beis. Hey, ki holech hadam el beis olamo. That it says a man goes to the house of his world. So when it says miskai be'olamo, it refers to olam haba. So miskai be'malchuso is like Esav, I guess, who is miskai with the Elufei Edom and the Zayin Malachim Kadmain. So in Medrash it says on this pasuk that it doesn't say to the house of the world, it says the house of his world. Amar Reish Lakish lamelach shenichnas b'medina v'imo duchsin chulu. So it says it's compared to a king who goes into the country and then has with him ministers. I'd call echad ve'echad yesh lo olam b'fnei atzmo, until the end of the Medrash, where it says that each and every one has a world on his own. And that's why it says that he's haughty in his world specifically, that is to say the world to come, that each one inherits a world, so to speak, of reward. Because this world and the world to come correspond with the two names of Avaya, Vayin minyan beis shemos Avaya elu b'torah or Parshas b'shalach b'dibur hamaskil v'yar Yisrael sayad v'sof dibur hamaskil v'asis hatzitz v'zeu zeh miskah be'olamo. And that's why it says that this one is haughty in his world. Shemekabel m'shem Avaya d'la'ela soviv kol almin. They receive from the higher name of Avaya, that which encompasses all the worlds. V'gam olam lashon olamos v'nitzchius, olamis v'nitzchius. Also, in his world, is from the language of forever. And that's what's drawn from Atik. Not just Soviv Kolalmin, but another concept of Nitzchius is the concept of Atik. So you have Shem Avayde Le'ela, and now we have the concept of Olam Lashon Nitzchius. I'm b'medrash Rabbah Parshas Kedoshim al pasuk v'ata morom le'olam havaya shem b'chnis morom shu kaser nimshach le'olam hashpa b'li hefsek. That's why it says in Kedoshim Medrash that what does it mean? You're morom forever, le'olam meaning le'olam here meaning nitzchius forever. That you're exalted forever. That the hamshacha from keser from morom is a hashpa b'li hefsek that doesn't stop the flow. Vayin Zohar Chaye Kuflam Gimel Aleph Binyan Yaakov Mishamesh B'Morom. Look what it says in Zohar Chaye about how Yaakov also does service above. So if we're saying that we're comparing Yaakov and Esav, and Yaakov is it has no hefsek, so that he's also has this service above, and it uses the word morom as well, implying this hashpa. I guess Yaakov is the Bria Chatichon. And if so, we can also say this concept of one nation tries to overcome the other nation. Because the lower mother, the concept of Malchus, the queen, Mekor HaNeshamos, the source of the souls, V'shorshon Mi'imai Law, and their root is from the supernal mother of Bina. V'yesh L'umazeh, Ima Shal Reshayim, and you have a opposite to Imai Law, which is the Ima of the wicked. Kamo Amalek Nolad Min V'Timna Haisa Pilegesh, like Amalek was born from Timna, who was a concubine to Esav. So we see that there's a concept of mother for them as well. So it says, I guess it's reading it not as milaom, but la'em milaem, that one mother to another mother, one opposite the other. It says your mother should be very ashamed. Perhaps that's a nevuah about Edom. Ein mize pektesta brachos dafnun chesamod aleph beis b'meori or gimel sof siv zayin goy gematria chava v'hi Torah lenukva. It says the goy is from the gematria of chava, and it's also a description for the feminine aspect. So goy is actually a feminine concept for a nation. I guess aim is also ulaom. B'kedusha goy kadosh. And in holiness you have a holy nation. Ubeklipa goy naval goy chuteh. And in Klippa you have a repulsive nation, a sinning nation. It's a concept of Chava, who sins. V'ayin b'Torah orish Parshas Bereishis b'dibra maskala shamayim kisi b'peirush v'tzedakah terumim goy. Look what it says, that the tzedakah will elevate the nation. I guess elevate the feminine concept. Perush inyan gimel osius gimel vav yud chulu, and then explaining these three letters that make up the word goy, gimel vav yud. V'yesh laha'ir, but he doesn't bring the explanation of it, of those three letters like that. And we can awaken. You have a concept of that Hashem went to take a nation out of a nation. I guess it's similar to la'om la'om ya'amatz. Parshas lech, Parshas lamates al pasuk v'eschala goy gadol. Also, look what it's brought about the idea of I will make you a great nation. Osa uma shekasuv ki mi goy gadol ani ma'amid mimcha. That nation that it says about it, that who is a great nation like them, I'm going to have them stand up from you. So I guess it equates the concept of Ummah and Goy. And it's poorly ill Parshas Lech al pasuk zeh deve'escha lo Goy gadol va'al derech ve'kiraftanu malkinu l'shimcha gadol. And similar to the concept of, and you brought us close to your great name. So Shimcha Gadol is like a concept of Sovev. I guess similar to what he's saying here, that you do have the concept of Marom, or the Olam is Hamshachat Tamidis from Kesef. Vayizra Yitzchak b'aretz hahi, vayimtza b'shana hahi me'asharim, vayivarcheu havaya. So Yitzchak planted in that land, and he found in that year 100 measures, 100-fold measure, and Havaya blessed him. Brabos Parsha Bo, Parsha Tezvav, Daf Kuf Lamed Beza al derech ba Avraham v'hischil laha'ir shne'amar mi ha'ir mimizrach hulu. So Avraham came and started to shine, like it says, who shined from the east. By Yitzchak afu he'ir, and so Yitzchak came and he also shined. Shne'amar or zaru al tzadik, like it says, that the light was planted for the righteous. And I guess it's like it's saying here, Vayizra Yitzchak. By Yaakov v'hosifor, Yaakov came and added light. Shne'amar v'haya ora Yisrael la'esh chulu, like it says, that the light of Israel will be for a fire. And L'chora in Yeshaya, because of a matnas kuna, Hey Gimel, or Zaru al Tzadik, or maybe Hachi Garsinan, or Zaru al Tzadik, Uksiv Yizra Yitzchak b'makom. It says the light is sown for the righteous, and it says that Yitzchak planted in that place. Perush v'Yizra Yitzchak ma'uazriya. So what does it mean that Yitzchak sowed? What's this sowing? Who in or zaru al tzadik chulu? That's the concept of the light that's sown for the righteous. So b'Tana deBeliyahu chilik beis perek aleph Yitzchak lo nishtabeach ela b'tzedakah. So in Tana deBeliyahu it says that Yitzchak was only praised with charity. Minayin shenemar v'Yizra Yitzchak b'aretz hahi. Like it says that the Yitzchak sowed in that land, and sowing corresponds with charity. So it says that you should plant for yourself charity. So we see, and so it doesn't say or zaru tzadik, but it does equate Yitzchak's planting with tzedakah. And we have the Kosov Ashlishi, the or that or zaru tzadik, that connects tzedakah to the or and the zriya. Bebir Mamer Azorisha Parshas Chaye Perush Admon Nishma Soeden. The Ha'eser Sfiros Shebekeser Nekramea. So in the Bir Azor of Chaye, the Alter Rebbe explains that the 10 Sfiros in Keser are called 100. Shisham Kol Echad Kol Miyud. That there each one is composed of 10. Look what it says about the concept of standing up. Koma mius, 2 komas, 100 amma. So just like in the life of Sarah, that she was 100 years, corresponding with Keser. So to here, the concept of Mea Shi'arim is the concept of Keser, the 10 Sfiros of Keser, Kol Yud, times 10. Nishlomar, Alpi, Mashikoz Bishallah, Kuf Samech Tes Beis. So we can explain this according to what it's brought in Shalah, Mashikoz Bibira Pasukini Kol, about the concept of that all the eyes are towards you. And when it's brought about the verse, to you Hashem is the greatness. Perhaps like it's brought about this pasuk that a gedula corresponds with arich. Then we can say that this is this that you did not serve Hashem from joy, from the multitude of all, from the greatness of all. So I guess there's a concept of Eini call as well. The concept of call is connected to this. And here he explains the connection. Because the concept of all that's in the heavens and earth, and the concept of to you Hashem is the greatness, because the call is gematria 50, and lecha vaya, the lecha is also 50. So maybe that's the komamios, the two komos, which is 100 or something. And then you have another ki kol b'shamayim v'aretz. Another call, shenimshach ki lo zeh benukva, that this revelation is drawn down into nukva. Ein mashikos val pasuk nishmas kol chay tevarich chulu. Look what's brought about this idea in the soul of all the living will bless. So you have the nishmas call as well, the call over there. The soul of call. Usually it's the concept of Yesod. But here we're saying the call is 50 from Bina. Dunshari Bina, Vain Mashakatzval, Pasuk V'arbe Zaro, V'etein lo es Yitzchak. Look what's brought on the verse that I will greaten his children, and I will give him Yitzchak, or I will greaten his seed. So here you have a concept of Zuriya as well, Arbe Zaro, greatening of the seed like Me'asharim, and will give him Yitzchak, Yitzchak Gematria Arbe. That Yitzchak is the Gematria of Arbe, Sha'ariboy Nimshach, Al Yidei Gvura, that the concept of Rov, or Gadol, I guess, might correspond with it. So it's the concept of Gvura, of the multitude that comes from Gvura. The Gvura draws down a lot. This Mea Sha'arim, this extra measure, so too, it's Yitzchak that sows these seeds, that gets this great amount. The concept of I will make great his children, that the seed of Yitzchak, so to speak, the Jewish people are greatened, just like this measure of seeds that he sowed. Why is that? Because the left side is like the left hand, left arm that's under my head. It's the awakening of the masculine desire towards the feminine, to give a flow from above to below. It's the concept of Zuriya and the masculine and feminine. The arousal from below to above. Vizrasi es Israel, Yirmiyah Lamed Aleph Kaf Zayin, says that I will sow I will sow the house of Israel, meaning the neshamos that come from above. You have a Zuriya as well. It uses the expression of Zuriya. Yirmiyah Lamed Aleph Kaf Zayin, Vizrasi Ali Ba'aretz Hoshea Beis Chafei, and I will sow it in the land. It uses the term Vizarasiya, Esav Mazriya Zera. Also in Bereshis, by the trees, you have the concept of Zuriya as well, that the plants should have, the trees should have seeds inside of them that also give seed. Beraishis Aleph Yud Aleph. Zorea Tzedakah Secher Emes, and the sowing of the seeds of charity, the reward is truth. I guess from Yitzchak comes the concept of Yaakov, which is Emes, or something like that. Mishli Yud Aleph Yud Ches. V'nasan zera lazorea. It says in Yeshayahu Nun Hey Yud that you will give seeds to the sowers. It says lechem v'lechem la'ochel. Bar eretz lo zarua yom beis beis, and you have a land that's not sown in Yom. So you have all these concepts of zuriya in Tanakh. Yom zera berach havaya Yeshaya samach aleph tes. You have, because they are the seed that Hashem has blessed the Jewish people. Vainu v'yizra Yitzchak chulu, and that's the concept of Yitzchak that sowed. Yivarcheu havaya, and Hashem blessed it with 100-fold. Ki zera beruchei havaya hema samechei chav gimel, because they are the seed that are blessed from Hashem. So he doesn't explain all of the psukim, but you can learn it out for yourselves. Vayakel reish yud zayin beis shmini mem aleph beis vayischanan reish samech sof amud beis ein sham b'haramaz. So these Mamer makomos in Zohar, and the Ramaz explains Perush shemamshich im bracha b'shem havaya. What is it? That we draw down a blessing into the name of Havaya. Zera bruche Havaya hima, or Vayivarcheu Havaya. Zera birach Havaya. So you have all these psukim that say that the Zriya is a bracha. That means that you draw down into the name of Havaya from above, from Kesef. Mia she'ari mishlomar, and 100-fold, the 100 measures of gates, we can say 100 Yishlomar my time Memtes Yamim. What's the 100 gates? That's the 49 days of Sfiras HaOmer. Uksiv Sefartim Chulun, it says you should count 50 Yom Nun Shari Bina, 50 days, the 50 gates of Bina. Memtes Shanim V'Yovel, and then you have 49 years and the Yovel. So I guess that's 100. Od Nun Shari Bina, that's another 50 gates of Bina. Sacha Kol Mea She'arim, so that's 100 total. Ki 50 Yom Sfiras HaOmer Rak Mesitra D'Yovla. Yim Kein Him Bezun, because the 50 days of Sfiras HaOmer are only from the side of Yovel. They're also that concept of Yovel. Yim Kein Him Bezun, so if so, they're the feminine, masculine and feminine aspect. Yovel hem bebina, and Yovel is in Bina. Maybe he's making a distinction between Yovla and Yovel. V'chein kasav bepardis shara she'arim perek daled. V'chein lasi lava b'shofar gadol. Yuval mamash lo yihya od shibur chulu. Therefore, in the time to come, with the great shofar, you will be brought along, that we won't have any, Hashem will conduct us, so we will no longer be subjugated. It's a concept of cherus, alma de cheru. V'hine b'dibur ha'maskil b'shalach paro. Now in the Mamer of how Paro sent us Perush Inyan Hazriya, it explains the concept of sowing of Israel. D'chsiv Kodesh Yisrael Havaya Reshis Tfuaso. The Israel is holy for Hashem, the first of his produce. V'zeu Inyan Hazriya Shel Bechinas Tfuasa Hanal. And that's the concept of sowing the seeds, that we are the produce of Hashem, so Hashem sows us. And similarly is the idea that Yitzchak sowed Vatzmicha Huliyos Baruch Havaya Min Ha'olam Vad Ha'olam Chulu. And the sprouting is to have the Hashem being blessed from world to world. And that's the idea of the light that's sown for the righteous. And also this is the concept of to sow righteousness, to show charity, and to sprout forth savings or redemptions. That's what your are Yeshuos. That's the revelation of the 370 lights of Kesed Val Derech Visa, while like Hashem turned towards Hevel. And that's also the idea of sowing charity and the reward being truth of emes. That is to say that you'll have the revelation of Havaya to the world, of the truth of Havaya. But he doesn't explain that darga. But it's in general, it's the Shem Havaya. So we're basically saying that there's a hamshacha from Keser to be Megala into Shem Havaya, or further down, or to bring it further downwards. Zine Inyan Zira Berach Havaya. Now the concept of the seed that's blessed by Hashem, or that blesses Hashem, Perish B'Lukuti Torah B'Dibra Maschil Vayischanan Shu Lashon Hamshacha. So what is Berach Havaya? So Berach, it's from a language of to draw down, like the language of to bring down the shoot of, and to compose it together with another type of planting. To have Havaya blessed from one world to the other world. That means from the hidden world to the revealed world. And this So in the Mamer Bishalach Paro, it explains that this is drawing down from the higher Havaya, the concept of Atik, like we said before, the two Havayas, the concept of Atik, and that shines from the hidden world to the revealed world, from the Shem Havaya Le'ela to the lower Shem Havaya Ziran Pin, which shines in the revealed world. And concerning this, there was established 100 blessings. Because in Arich is the concept of 100, so you have the 100 blessings a day. The Berach Havaya. That's why it says that he found 100-fold measure. And look what's brought there in the beer. I guess of Bishalach Paro, Sheish Bezabez. Perushim, that you have two explanations in this. Ha'alef Shemamshichim al Yidei Sirusid Lesata Biru Rapach. The first is that we draw down through the arousal from below, a purification of the 288 sparks. And through this we draw down masculine waters from above the parsa that's between the curtain that's between Keser Shebein Keser L'Chachma, that's between Keser and Chachma. There's a parsa Habez, so you draw down from above it to below. Beis, and the second explanation, Kinyan Birchas HaMitzvos over Lasiyasan, is the blessing on the mitzvos that's before you say them, before you do them, before you make a bracha. You're drawing down from a level that the arousal from below cannot reach. So you're drawing down. So one is that you're drawing down from above the parts, from Keser to Chachma. The other is that you're drawing down from a place that Isur L'Sata cannot reach. So you have you do the zriya, but what you get from it is mea. It was 100-fold, more than you would expect from the Yisudus Lasata. Vayin ma shekasu b'dibur hamaskil kosavarchu b'nyin yivarechecha chulu v'ani yavarchem bracha b'rosh yatzmicha Yisudus Lasata b'ribui chulu bracha b'sof chulu. And look what's brought in the Mamer. This is how you should bless, concerning the concept of Hashem will bless you, and I will bless you by the Birchas Kohanim, that you have a bracha in the beginning, that you should have the sprouting and an arousal from below with a great amount, and you have at the end of Birchas Kohanim it says Vani Avarachem, a blessing in the end as well. Two concepts of blessing. We can say Al Derech Ze Gam Kan. We can say here as well that in the end it says of the pasuk by Yitzchak, it says after he found 100 times, it says, and Hashem also it also says Hashem blessed him, and he found 100-fold. That you have in the blessing these two concepts, the bracha b'rosh and bracha b'sof, like in the Birchas Kohanim. So too it says, we can explain in the verse, you blessed from the world to the world, from the world yishkam kin pirush me'olam hazeh ad ha'olam haba, ad ha'olam haba, pirush me'ha'olam hazeh ad ha'olam haba v'hu milamata lamayla. You have one explanation. What's one world to the world? From this world to the world to come, and that's from below to above. If so, we can say the 100 gates, 100-fold, is 50 from below to above. Halas hamidos, the elevation of the emotions, al derech nun shari bina, like the idea of the 50 gates of bina, the sfiras ha'omer, of the sfiras ha'omer, which are the purification of the midos, v'chamishim elamayla lamata, and 50 from above. Inyan matan Torah bayom chamishim chulu, like the concept of the giving of the Torah on the 50th day from above to below. Zeu inyan lecha vayachulu v'achakach kikol chulu, and that's why it says to you Hashem is the greatness, using lecha the 50 to of Havaya, and then kikol Hashemayim of Aretz is also call is a 50 from above to below. Inyan kol ro'em yakirum, and the concept of all those who see them will recognize them. The pasuk from Yeshaya that he brought, Ki hem zerach berach havaya yuven al pi ma shekazu b'dibur hamaskil v'chol baneich suf perek aleph kabe bina ben yudkei. You can understand what it says, that all your sons, concerning Bina being the son of Yudkei, u'ma shekazu sham beis biur he'edrazuta, so not sure how to connect Zera Berach Havaya to the concept of Ben Yudkei, the son of Yudkei. The son, meaning I guess they get a shpa from Yudkei of Havaya. Vayin b'dibur hamaskil el pekudi beperush edus l'Yisrael. Meaning mashikasu b'tana de Beliyahu de perush v'Yizra Yitzchak hainu tzedakah. Now this, that it says in Tana de Beliyahu that Yitzchak sowed, that refers to tzedakah. Yishlomar, we can say the Kai Gamkin al Kol HaMitzvos, that you can say that also refers to all the mitzvos, not just tzedakah. K'moshe Kasuv tzedakah tiyeh lanu kinishmer la'asos chulu, like it says, it'll be a charity for us at tzedakah if we guard to do all the mitzvos. V'chein amru Razal b'shochar tov in lechat tzedakah shematzelas memisa ela Torah, like it says there, that there's no charity that saves from death other than Torah. I guess it's when it says tzedakah tatzil mimavis, that tzedakah is referring to Torah. So we see though that tzedakah doesn't necessarily refer to tzedakah, but refers to Torah in general. V'nikra Ohr Hatorah Tzaddik, and it's called the light that's sown for the righteous. The Targum Yonasan, the Kai al Or Shenivra B'Yom Rishon, that Yonasan translates it as being the light that was created in the first day, the Mitamer Tzadikaya, that's hidden for the righteous. Ve'ech Nitzpon, and how it's hidden, Hainu al Yidei Zriya, that is through sowing it in the ground, so to speak, in the hidden place. Like it says that Hashem spoke these words to say, Rashi Tevos Or Rakia, that Lemor, in the Aseres Adibros, it corresponds with the light, the water, and the firmament. Vizen Ikra, and that's the concept of sowing. I guess you need the light and the water and the firmament to sow. Or Zarua. And the sprouting is what great good that you've hidden. Like the zriya is in the offer, it's in the hidden place, and the sprouting comes from that. That's also the concept of sprouting the savings, the redemptions, the 370 lights. That's the 7 times, like the light of the 7 days. That is 343. I guess 7 times 70. V'zeu b'shagam hu basar, and that's Shin Mem Gimel is shagam, that he's also flesh, which is Moshe Rabbeinu. Game Kafstein Osayos Hatorah hu Shin Ayin, and if you add the 27 letters of the Torah, that's 370. Or if you add the 32 paths of wisdom, you have the 375 lights, like so that's that sometimes you have that number as well. Now you can also have this sowing here, like it says that you should sow the land with grass that sows seeds. And what does it mean to sow the land? Tadshe, the grass is from the 2 words fire and knowledge. And that's a concept of sowing. That's likened to the seed that's sown, and the sprouting from this is a revelation of the divine presence of the Shekhinah in Gan Eden. When you come to the land and you sow the seeds, so when you come to the land is Gan Eden, and the seeds that are sown in it is the mitzvahs, and the sprouting is the Gilui of the Shekhinah. And that's why it says 6 years you should sow your field. That's these 6 orders of the Mishnah that you're sowing. Look what's brought about the concept of this sprouting, and about the concept of the paraduma b'perishvita havai elokim gan chulu, where it explains the idea that Hashem Elokim planted. Like you have no plant below that doesn't have a mazel above. So to the Torah mitzvos are a concept of the mazel, to the trees of the garden, which are called the trees of Hashem. So also a concept of Gan Eden, and the Torah mitzvos are a mazel to the trees of Gan Eden. Just like you, so to speak, have a malach for each blade of grass, you have a Torah mitzvos, which are the sowing of the trees, of the seeds of in Gan Eden, for the trees there, so to speak. And so further, you have a concept of the planting, like Yisrael is holy for Hashem, the being first of his produce. That is to sow into the intellect and emotions of the animalistic soul from the intellect and emotions of the divine soul. Ki nefesh bahamis ish b'koach hatzomeach, because the animalistic soul has this ability to sprout forth from the concept of the angels that are likened to wheels that have a great noise. So they have the potential to sprout forth. That's the koach hatzomeach, the nefesh bahamis v'zeu or zarua, and that's the light that's sown. Like the concept of that to love Hashem is two times light. That's the light that's sown, so to speak, in the animalistic soul that should also love Hashem. I guess that's the two Yetzers, or the nefesh elokis and the nefesh bahamis, the two times or a double measure.